Hi, my name is Aliza Kopans, and I am an Early Childhood Policy Pathways Fellow at East Boston Social Centers.
I'm Rejina Tabay, and I'm the Early Childhood External Engagement and Policy Fellow here at the Massachusetts Department of Early Education and Care.
Hello, I'm Arianna, and I'm the Early Childhood Policy Pathways Fellow at the Massachusetts Department of Early Education and Care.
Hi everyone, my name is Shaakira Parker, and I'm an Early Childhood Policy Pathways Fellow at Strategies for Children.
My name is Rainville. I'm the Early Childhood Policy Pathways Fellow at Edward Street in Worcester.
I have loved getting to know so many different people who care about our youngest children, from East Boston community members to our parents and teachers to the fellowship cohort to elected officials. I just launched Su Voces Poder, an initiative created in response to community members' requests to have their lived experiences heard and to help inform policy change. Holding a space for people to share their stories in safe and empowering ways, including for kids to share their dreams for a better future through art, has felt so meaningful.
What I like most about this job so far is being able to meet the people who do the work through working groups and being able to see their impact with children and families through events.
Something I like about my role is the opportunity to think innovatively about how to make data more useful for early education policymakers and how to use data to increase government transparency that can enable greater trust in government among constituents.
This role has been such an amazing opportunity. I've learned so much just in the past 2 to 3 months. I've especially enjoyed getting to meet with different groups and speak with different people. I've also enjoyed learning the behind the scenes of a policy, how it all really works, the conversations and the relationship building, the implementation, and also the advocacy pieces.
Through this role, I've loved having the opportunity to learn so much about policy and then apply that learning directly through exciting projects at Edward Street, such as our Home Ownership Meets Equity in Early Education project, or by submitting written testimony for bill hearings to help make a difference statewide.
My hope for this community is that all children and families have access to quality care that fits their needs and that the workforce is supported both emotionally and financially.
My hope for the early childhood community is that data-driven policy that centers the voices of families and educators can contribute to a more equitable and effective early education system for all children.
My hope for the early childhood community is that we have a whole child integrated system where every family is able to access the supports and services they need to thrive, especially for our most vulnerable families.
I hope that the early childhood community can continue working collaboratively to make the world a more welcoming place for children, families, and educators.
I hope to see and help create a cultural shift backed by political and economic support and investment, where we all understand the immense value and work towards a high-quality, affordable, and accessible early child care system that lets our young people thrive. If we let ourselves lean into it, working towards a bright future for kids can become a unifying force.